Right, let's cross live now to Osogbo, the Osun State capital, where Senior Correspondent Tokunbo Oyetunji is standing by to bring us up to speed with the latest development in Osun State. Tokunbo, great to have you. And what is happening as regards the race to Abere government house, Okefia government house, I think it should be, then Abere government office, if I remember my Osun. I mean, I spent some time in Elisha for a bit.
Greetings from Osogbo, the state capital of the state of Osun, as this state is regarded. Well, it's the race to Abere now, Okefia, which is just a few meters away from where we're standing. Used to be the where the office of the governor was, but now we talk about the race to Abere. Abere is where the governor now resumes every morning to conduct the business of governance. Well, we can tell you that from that report that you just played from by my colleague, the state is in the mood and part of the preparation to actually ensure that we have an exercise that is devoid of violence, that is usually associated with electoral conduct, in parts of Nigeria, is free of such a development. That was why the peace accord was signed yesterday with all critical parties, including candidates, the Independent National Electoral Commission, and even the security agencies, all present to talk about why everybody involved should ensure that there is no violence of any form before, during, and after the election. And even we had some of the candidates hugging themselves, having a handshake and promising that they will ensure that they conduct themselves peacefully. And that really is actually a strong message to all their supporters who are actually fond of carrying out this violence, to watch their body language and ensure that this is just a contest. A winner will emerge, a loser will emerge. What is paramount is for the progress of Osun State. So Osogbo, the capital, like every other part of the states, they are all in the mood. And I can tell you that last minute canvassing, last minute speeches, last minute campaign by the politicians to prospective voters is actually going on. And you know that today, Thursday, will be the last campaign day before the exercise that will be coming up in 2 days.
2 days to the election, 332 votes, 1.49 million accredited voters out of 1.94 million registered voters, over 400 voters not having their PVCs. We were told that, between 2 days ago and today, attempts will be made by the INEC to make sure that they bridge that gap of 400,000 PVCs. You have described the mood in Osogbo, but there's also the fear that this will be a heavily militarized election with a total of about 23,100 security agencies coming from Amotekun, the Federal Road Safety Corps, and the military, and also the police. What is the mood beyond Osogbo in the other 29 local governments? Osun State has 30 local government areas. So we hear that there's excitement in Osogbo, but how about the other local government areas and the level of preparedness as you have seen it?
Yes, let's take it from the distribution of permanent voter cards, which has been ongoing since, and we've been told by the Independent National Electoral Commission that it will still continue until today. So today, Thursday, is the last day that any voter who is yet to pick up their permanent voter card will have the opportunity to do so. And by the end of today, by tomorrow or so, the INEC has promised to actually give us a breakdown of how many prospective voters have actually picked up their PVCs, and we are going to know how many people are going to be voting in this exercise. talking about the mood outside Osogbo and the security preparedness and for this exercise. I can tell you that beyond here, if driving into the state capital yesterday, as we're coming all the way from Lagos, we could count as you're moving from Ibadan into the border between Ibadan and Iwo, Ibadan, Oyo State, and Iwo, which is the first town in Osun State. You feel the presence of security operatives, especially military men, soldiers who have mounted roadblocks. We counted not less than 6 of such roadblocks from Iwo down to Osogbo, stopping vehicles, and even we were stopped for some kind of interrogation on our mission and all that. So that's what they are doing, and we could see that beyond that axis, at other places too, these military men are actually mounting what they call is it territorial I've forgotten that term that they use now, but they're just at the axis. They're not within the city. They're just outside the city, mounting roadblocks to ensure that those hoodlums who may want to be imported into, because that's the usual practice, by politicians, to actually bring in thugs and hoodlums from other parts of the state to carry out violence. So we're seeing security, these soldiers all around at the outskirts of the city, trying to stop people coming, trying to check people coming in to ensure that those who have no genuine business in the state capital do not gain access into the state capital and other major cities where they think they could carry out their violent acts. Dr. Abate.
Tokunbo, we'll definitely still come back to you in the course of the day and during the elections.